Today we're going to share our top reasons for always choosing Airbnb whenever we travel.
And we're going to address one reason why we know some people might not want to choose Airbnb.
Hey, here we go, he goes, she goes.
The first reason we choose Airbnb is because it's immersive. It's so much easier to access local culture and just feel like a local when you're in an Airbnb apartment.
Another awesome thing about Airbnbs is that each and every one of them tends to be unique. So whereas a hotel often feels a bit cookie cutter, Airbnbs are not like that.
Nope.
Each one is special, and so that makes them a really, really awesome experience. What's the next reason?
The next reason is hosts.
People. Oh, sorry.
People who happen to be hosts. They understand travelers, they understand travel culture, they're probably travelers themselves, and they often will go out of their way to make sure your experience is an amazing experience.
So one really great example was last year when we were staying in Pisa. This lovely, lovely woman rented us an Airbnb, her apartment, for one night, and she had taken the time to put up a map on the wall by the entrance with all of her favorites in the neighborhood. So it had restaurants and bars and a place to go for pasta, and it was just this wonderful way for us to try something and to know exactly what distance it was from the apartment, because she took the time to do that. And it really helped us to have an awesome night. And you can also learn from each other while you're there and share experiences. Travelers and people who have stayed at the Airbnb will often leave notes for each other about great things that they found while they were staying. Tips, tricks. And that's really, really awesome. I love reading those when we're staying in an Airbnb. I often forget to leave one, but I like to read them.
Well, you're leaving a whole video.
I am leaving a whole video. This is my tip to you, people.
Airbnb.
An Airbnb. So the next reason we want to talk about is price. Price is important when you're traveling. You probably have a budget. If you don't have a budget, I'm sure you're thinking about how much you want to spend per accommodation night anyways. Airbnbs often offer you more than you get in a hotel. It can be a full kitchen, it can be extra space, laundry, Wi-Fi. It's a whole apartment. For what you get, the price is better than a hotel, I would say, most of the time. And if it's not better, it's definitely comparable.
Which leads us to our next reason for choosing Airbnb. That price is actually negotiable. So that might not seem obvious when you go to Airbnb and look at their listings, but it absolutely is an opportunity that you have to reach out to a host and see if you can get a better rate. We just did that in Mexico City. We booked a week there, and the host was not offering a week discount. So we just reached out and asked if she'd be willing to give us a discount, and sure enough,
yeah,
she did.
She did right away. There was no question even.
So we booked. Another reason we choose Airbnb is because it's more eco-friendly. Now, we haven't done a ton of research on this, but it appears to us that hotels use a lot of energy for lighting, for air conditioning, for heat, for laundry, all those restaurants, exactly.
Yeah.
All of those things require resources. So with Airbnb, you can live a little more like a local. So you use only as much energy as you need. And that just feels like a better way to go for us.
So we love to stay at Airbnbs, but we know lots of people don't like to stay at Airbnb, or they just don't feel like it's for them. And the bottom line when you're choosing accommodations when you're traveling is that you need to be comfortable. You need to do and stay somewhere where you are going to feel excited and where you're going to want to get out and enjoy your neighborhood and the city that you're in. So whichever one is your preference, whether it's a hotel or an Airbnb, if you feel safer, if you just like to stay in a hotel, it's your choice, and it's completely up to you.
Well, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a like and remember to subscribe.
And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you'll get a message and you'll know when we're sending out a new video. Thanks again. Are we still at home?
What are we doing now?
I don't know. I think we can go have supper now.
Oh yeah, we should go eat.
Or at least have a drink.
We should have a drink. Okay, we're gonna go have a drink.